of the S&P. Now, of course, to the naked eye, it doesn't look very much more than a bunch of price bars moving back and forth. Until, of course, we start looking at it in different phases. So let's look a little bit closer here. Now, phase number one is our pre-market. And our pre-market, as you guys can imagine, is the portion of the day before the 9:30 open. So 7 a.m. until 9:30. Now, at this time, we're preparing mentally for the day ahead. As you guys know, we have technical and mental preparation that we have to go through before we start trading. So at this time, we're getting ready for the day, both technically and mentally. Which means the first thing I want to do is get my mind on straight, right? Get my head on straight, which means I'm going to think like a trader, right? Developing that mental, that trader's mentality. And that means when I wake up in the morning, I want to forget the fact that I hit a home run in last night's softball game. I want to forget the fact that, my son got a 99 on his chemistry exam, right? Get everything else out of my mind. And I want to remind myself that my job today is to protect my capital first. That's my job as a trader today. Okay, notice how I'm not saying, let's go make some money. Right? My job, getting mentally prepared, is to get my head on straight. And that means think like a trader. My job today is to protect capital first while positioning myself to be ready, able to participate in the opportunities the market gives me. So I'm going to sit here today, and if the market gives me what I'm looking for, I will then take the trade. The market is not going to push me around. Okay? That trader's mentality. Now, we're getting on the right road now to developing or finishing that mental preparation. Right? We're not there yet, but we're starting. Now let's talk about technical preparation. So 7:30, 8 o'clock, we're now working on certain things like our news events. We're identifying what news events we have to worry about. Right? These, of course, technical preparation. We're marking up support and resistance on our charts. Technical preparation. We're making sure that all of our trading domes, all of our ATM strategies, all of the tools that we use, right? Everything down to your iTunes playing the right music at that time. Technical preparation. Make sure that when the time comes, you have everything working properly so you can get in and get out with confidence. Now, right about 9 o'clock, 9:15, now is when we want to begin to finish up our mental preparation. And mental preparation, again, like we said earlier, was thinking like a trader, right? Protect capital first, waiting patiently. Well, now, just before 9:30, I want to finish up that mental preparation. And that means I want to ask myself, right, where are we right now? Get acclimated with the market. Where am I trading in relation to yesterday's price? Look at value areas. Am I above the value area or am I below the value area? So mentally now, I'm getting acclimated with the market. Right? Hello, Mr. Market. Nice to meet you. Where have you been the last couple hours? Right? What's on your mind today? How is your price action looking? Right? Get to know the market. Now, we already technically prepared earlier. We already marked up our support and resistance. We already set our alarm clock for the news events. We've already got everything working correctly. Now it's time to get to know Mr. Market again, because it may have been 12, even 24 hours since you last took a look. So at 9:15 now, mental preparation. Where are we? Where have we been? Where are we likely going? What does the personality look like this morning? Right? I'm going to look for overnight highs and lows. I'm going to look to see, as of right now at 9:15 before the market opens, where are we in relation to what's gone on in the past? Are we trading at its highs? Are we trading at its lows? Right? Where are we? And then about 9:20, 9:25, I'm going to review my rules again. Okay, so I take out my entry rules, and one look over, I'm going to make sure I go from top to bottom, looking over all my rules. After I review my rules, I'm now, again, finishing up my mental preparation. I'm now going to work on my notes from yesterday. So it's not good enough to learn from my mistakes yesterday. I want to, of course, review those notes from yesterday, possibly the day before, and the day before that. Our members are given a daily worksheet. Now that worksheet is a template that I hope you guys are using, because that worksheet allows me to mark down important information that I see from one day to the next. So at 9:20, 9:25, 9:30, we're now looking over our rules and the notes we took from yesterday and previous days to make sure that if we took a stop yesterday, why did we take it? Learn from those mistakes. And now, guys, if you're like me, you tend to forget that stuff. You wake up the next morning and you forget about the mistake you made the previous day. That's why it's important until you get into a habit of reviewing those mistakes or reviewing the notes you took from the previous day. Now 9:30, big deep breath, right? Breathe in, breathe out, and relax. Right? This is the most important part of your day because this is going to be where you find that, right, that even point. This is where you bring it all back to balance. We're going to make sure we're now mentally and technically prepared. We've got everything set up. We've reviewed our rules. Our charts are done. Our dome is ready. And we are now ready, willing, and able to take what this market has to give us. We're not going to repeat the same mistakes we made yesterday because we've already reviewed those mistakes. We're not going to forget about our rules. We're not going to forget about our patience and discipline because we are thinking, acting, and being inside the trader's mindset. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of preparation, mentally and technically, goes in before we even get the day started. Now here's phase 2. Phase 2 is the opening drive. The opening drive, of course, from 9:30 to 10:30, this is the